Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. So today we will start your chapter number 9, which is your first chapter of second term, and it's a poem, and the name of the poem is Echoing Green. So actually this word echo means to say sound. Different kinds of sounds are called your echo, and echoing green means to say why they are calling the name as echoing green, because this poem is dealing with the noise or the sounds that are produced by kids who are playing in a park. So park, is a symbol of greenery, so that's why the name of the poem is the echoing green. So the park which is having, you can say, greenery and the sounds of kids who are playing in the park. So before starting the poem, let us have a look at the word meanings that are given here. First is skylark. So skylark is a small bird that sings while it flies high up in the sky. So it's a small kind of bird. Name of the bird is given. Then thrush means to say again a bird with the brown, black, and brown spots in its chest, brown back and brown spots in its chest. So it's a again a bird. Then green, an area of grass in the middle of a village. So you may call it a park or a green area. Okay. Then first stanza of the poem is: the sun does arise and make happy the skies, the merry bell ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and the thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. So, first two lines: the sun does arise and make happy the skies, means poet is saying that sun has risen up, and because of that sky is happy to see the sun. Then the merry bells ring, and the bells started ringing in the church, means the morning scene is described to welcome the spring. So why the bells were ringing? To welcome the spring season. And as we know, in the spring season there is a lot of greenery, all the plants starting, you can say, growing again, new leaves and you can say new birds and new branches. So spring season is there. The skylark and the thrush, the birds of the bush. Birds of the bush means to say these are the birds which live in bushes, and skylark and thrush, both are the birds. They are also singing louder around, sing louder around. So they are singing in a loud voice all around to the bells cheerful sound. So their sound is also mixing up with bells, and all these sounds are there, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. So again the kids were saying that along with this, you can see we are playing in this echoing green, we are playing in this field, we are playing in this park. So this is a very, you can say, beautiful and cheerful scene. The poet is being describing here. Then second stanza: old John with white hair does laugh awake here, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. So again, in the second stanza, poet is talking about an old person, John. So this old person is also sitting over there. He was having white hair because of his old age. Does laugh awake here. So sitting under the oak tree, he is sitting under the oak tree, and he was laughing, and he was watching the kids who were playing among the old folk. Among the old folk means to say he was sitting among the old people, means the middle aged people or the old people. All the people were sitting over there, and John is one of them. They laugh at our play. So they were laughing at the kids play, and means kids were playing, they were watching them and they were laughing. And soon they say, and then they start discussing, the old people, all the old people including John, they start discussing, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. Then they try to remember their, you can say, childhood. They were, you can say, remembering all the sweet memories of their childhood when they were girls and boys of, you can say, 6 to 7 years of age. So they were remembering those beautiful memories when they used to play here on this echoing green. So again, moving to your next page, Your last stanza is, till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun goes descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of their mothers, many sisters and brothers, like birds in the nest, are ready for rest, and sport no more seen on the darkening green. So in the last stanza, so now again poet is saying that till the little one is weary means to say tired. जब छोटे बच्चे हैं खेलते खेलते थक जाते हैं, so that is called weary. So till the little one weary, no one can be merry. So when they become tired, when the kids become tired, then they stop having fun for playing, or means they stop enjoying the play. Then the sun also, you can say, starts to set, and our sports have an end, and sports, you can say, games of the kids also ends round the laps of their mothers. So after, you can say, getting tired, all the kids go to their mothers and they sleep in the laps of their mothers after getting tired. Many sisters and brothers, like birds in the nest. So all these many sisters and brothers means to say all little kids, they go to their home, they sleep in the laps of their mothers like birds do in their nest, and ready for rest, and no and sports no more seen on the darkening green. So now this is the end of the poem. So kids were also tired, and they have gone to their homes and they were sleeping and resting. So now this is, you can say, green area is completely getting dark because sun is also setting, and it is getting peaceful because kids have gone now. So this is your simple poem, the echoing green. So I hope you enjoyed this poem. Then if we look at the exercise of this poem, so first of all, comprehension. A1, complete the following sentences. So what you have to do here, you have to complete the sentences that are given in front of you, then answer the following questions. So try these, students. I hope you can do this. Complete the sentence and question answers, then appreciation. So what is given here? So again, rhyme scheme, you have to check the rhyme scheme of the poem, and for first stanza they have done for you, and we have done this checking of rhyme scheme in your previous poems also. So how you have to check the rhyme scheme? For example, they have given you first stanza of the poem. So for checking the rhyme scheme of the poem, what we have to do, first of all, we have to check all the last words of all the lines, like the sun does arise and make the happy skies, the merry bells ring to welcome the spring. So last words are arise, skies, ring, spring. These are the last words. And what you have to do, you have to give the same letter to the same rhyming word. For example, arise and skies are having same rhyme, so we will give the letter A to these. Then ring and spring are having same sound or same rhyme, so we will give the letter B to these. So your letters would be A, B, B, and your complete rhyme scheme for this stanza would be A, B, B. So in the similar way, you can give, if there are more lines and they are having different rhyme, you can give C letter, D letter, and so on. So in this way you have to check the rhyme scheme of the poem. So on the next page they have given you 2-3 stanzas, and also you can check the rhyme scheme of the other stanzas of this poem. So I hope you can do that now. So try and check the rhyme scheme of these stanzas also. For example, I am doing the first one for you. So they rise like sudden fairy flowers, they burst upon the night, then fall to earth in burning showers of crimson, blue, and white. So see, students, last words are flower, night, showers, and white. Now see, flowers word is not rhyming with the night word, but flowers word is having the same rhyme as that of showers. So flowers and showers, you will give A letter to flowers and showers, and night and white are having same rhyme, so you will give B letter to night and white. So your complete rhyme scheme would be A, B, A, B. So in this way, again, you have to check the rhyme scheme of the next stanza, then below given stanzas. So I hope you can do this, and with this your poem is complete. So thanks for listening, and have a nice day.